Yo, what is up, my puffer people? It is I, Caden, your puffer pal, back with another video. And today, we are looking at a list of Kingdom Hearts, the 10 best worlds across all games. Listen, before we get started, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. It will help out a ton. Now, before I start the video, I just want to say, this video is in no way meant to spread hate. Shout out to Aiden Carter. I'm Caden, so, you know, me and him are like name brothers. I just find the list, interesting, to say the least. Again, no hate. I'm gonna link this list in the comments below. Check it out, maybe, if you want. It's a fine list. So remember, it's the best worlds across all games, including KH3. So every game, going into it, I'm expecting, you know, World That Never Was, Keyblade Graveyard, maybe Scalad, Kylum. Gotta have Hollow Bastion. Gotta have Hollow Bastion. Maybe a few Disney worlds, like maybe Halloweentown. Olympus Coliseum is a shout. Maybe Timeless River. Those are like the good Disney worlds. But let's get into it. Let's just check out number 10. It's got to be, remember, these are the best worlds across all games. So number 10, the Grid! What? The Tron world that everyone hates. The inferior Tron world. The one that is worse than the Tron world in the game before it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so, okay. This is a world in continuation. Yup. In this world, yup. So it must, okay, and research it back. Okay, this whole is aesthetically pleasing. So that's why it's number 10 of the best worlds in the whole series. What about the boring story? What about how bland it is? How there are cutscenes that have nothing to do with the game, ripped straight from the movie? I'm sorry. Listen, again, Ian, I respect you. But did we play the same game? I skipped cutscenes on the Grid. My first time playing. That's how bored I was. If this was a 10 worst, but again, let's go back up. 10 best. Again, no hate. No hate. I respect it's your opinion. But this, in my opinion, is one of the worst worlds ever in Kingdom Hearts, if not the worst world. But moving on, okay, there's just one, that's fine, no biggie, you know, it was one, you know, we all have our strange opinions. I think KH3 is the best Kingdom Hearts game. I hate Aqua, you know, we have a whole series on the channel dedicated to that. This next opinion's gotta be great. It's gotta be a bang. Wonderland! Like, I like Wonderland as much as the next guy, which you guys will find out soon. Kingdom Hearts 1 World Ranking coming soon. It is confirmation, I guess. But 9 of the best worlds in all the game. This isn't even considered one of the best worlds in the first game. But let's read what they have to say. It's fantastic magical area. Yeah, it is. Comes from the original Kingdom Hearts. It does. Yeah, okay. All of the fun and lovable characters are in this world. Like the Cheshire Cat. I mean, he is in it. When you fall down and must deal with the world shows that it is different about this world as a boss that should have been edited more. Trickmaster's a pretty good fight, I'd say. I actually kind of enjoy the Trickmaster. I think it's a decent early game challenge. It's a good fight. But I like Wonderland. Don't get me wrong. I actually think it's a great world. But number 9 of the best worlds ever? It's not even close to the best Kingdom Hearts 1 world. I don't think. And again, we all have our opinions, and I do respect that. But at some point, you gotta think about it like this, right? Wonderland's cool, but at the end of the day, what does it do for you? Nothing. It's a pretty world. It's like, it's not, I was gonna say generic. It's not generic, because it's definitely unique, but there's nothing truly good about it that really stands out. I don't know. Okay, but, you know, benefit of the doubt, again, you know, at the end of the day, we all have our weird opinions. Again, I have VG Hot Takes, literally a series about my weird opinions. I mean, it can't get worse than that, though. What? Oh my god. The mini game, the mini game world. Okay, let's read it. Okay, deep. Yep, you'll find. Yep, yeah, you will find them. It has been a staple of the games. It is very relaxing. I will say that. And yeah, they're scattered, and the world itself also changed with the main issues being resolved. That really changed the pace of. It's no longer about to. Bro, I'm sorry. Okay, again, remember, be respectful. So I love Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I have so much bias for Winnie the Pooh that I think 100 Acre Woods is great. But eighth best world in the whole series. The minigame world. And it does give a change of pace, but the change of pace is jarring. They just plunge you into a minigame world. I don't know. I know for a fact people don't think. I don't know. I don't think this close to one of the best worlds. Like, again, all respect. I keep saying this. But, like, I don't know. I just can't agree. It's a minigame world at the end of the day. It never adds anything to the game. It's a fun diversion. But at the end of the day, would I rather play any other world for the most part? Yeah, I would. I really would. There's just nothing really. It doesn't really offer anything in my opinion, that stands out at me. Like, again, and I understand how you could like this world, but I just can't see it being number 8 of the best worlds ever, dude. Especially when you have such sick worlds you haven't even touched on yet. But again, this is just number 8. We have a lot of room for great Disney worlds like Timeless River, Olympus Coliseum, and even greater original worlds, Twilighttown, Hollow Bastion, and all those. Number 7, Timeless River. Okay, that's what we like to hear. That's a banger right there. Okay, let's read what they gotta say. Because this one I agree with. Speaking of pace changing, another word there. It does alter the way it's played. I'll give you that. Yeah, more questionable times. Interesting. 10 hilarious. Okay, anyway. Going into different mini-game sellers, yeah, it does, but I'd say I like it just because it's a very cool art style. I think it's a fun world, and it connects to the kind of Disney element pretty well, gives Maleficent and Pete something to do in Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it's a great world, and I agree. I think it's a fun change of pace, with which, unlike Winnie the Pooh, 100 Acre Woods, though, it's not too much of a change of pace, because you still find enemies and stuff, but it's like little gauntlets, which is fun, in my opinion. There's a great Pete boss fight, and it's just a really solid world with great art style. Okay, so that was a really good pick. I really respect that pick. Okay, number 6, Halloweentown. You know, I don't agree with it being number 6 out of every game. But Halloweentown's a solid world. Let's see what they gotta say. Okay, so it's one of the worlds from the original. Yeah, it is. And it was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Based on, yup, okay. It's just a darker and scarier area. Scarier, I guess. It's not really scary. I get what you're saying. It's supposed to be spooky Halloweentown. But, like, have you ever been scared by Oogie Boogie or bag of bugs? They do get a complete makeover, which is very cool. Final boss fights are a spectacle. Yeah, they're fun. Going to Christmas Town. Christmas Town is cool. I do think Christmas Town is very cool. Although Halloweentown is very poorly made in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's like a line. Yeah, I like Halloweentown. I'm not gonna say this is a bad choice. I like some of the other very questionable choices, but I think this is a solid choice. I have to say, I think it's a solid choice. It's an enjoyable world. Like, when I go to Halloweentown, I always have a good time. Oogie Boogie boss fights are a lot of fun, and I can agree with it being one of your favorite worlds. Like, I could see, especially if you're a fan of A Nightmare Before Christmas, I could at least understand how this could be on your list. Like, it's definitely better than stuff like The Grid. So let's go on to the next one. Number 5 is Monstropolis. Listen, I love Monstropolis, but number 5, I don't know. Let's read what they have to say. Great world. It is great. In another world filled with nostalgia. Yeah, true. We have diverse. Yeah. Okay, there's a childish appeal. Yup. Yup. Plus, for anyone who's now only would add Wally. You didn't even really defend it, though. You just said it's fun. And there's a childish appeal. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to hate. I love Monstropolis. I don't think it's the 5th best world, though. The problem is the story is a lot of fun. Vanitas is sick in that world. But there's nothing that sets it apart. Like, Timeless River is very unique, and that gives it a really fun feel to it. Monstropolis is great. I just don't know if it could be number 5. Also, we haven't had a single Kingdom Hearts original world yet. I'm just saying. And those are the best worlds. So I'm expecting the next 4 to be original worlds. Hopefully, let's see. Please, can we have an original world? Twilighttown. Thank God. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Twilighttown is a banger world. How can you not love Twilighttown? Let's read. Yeah, First Enchantment is the home. Yep, this world always offers something essential to the story of the game it's in. Yeah, very true. Yeah, spin fact. Well, we just saw that. I didn't read it, though, so... World is usually filled with mini games. I mean, it is, but like, due to the pass of time. But it's probably done best in Kingdom Hearts 3. Wait, what? Kingdom Hearts 2 Twilighttown is strictly superior. It's the one time I will say, it's not strictly superior, but like it's bigger. It has way more story significance. Whatever. Yeah, you have access to Remy. That's true, but I cannot agree with you. First of all, the minigames are not what makes Twilighttown fun. And the fact that that's the main focus of what you talked about hurts me a lot. I'm sorry, but it really hurts my soul. Also, I just cannot agree that Kingdom Hearts 3 has the best Twilighttown. Like, that prologue in Kingdom Hearts 2 is art. It's so well done. So I just can't rock with you saying that Kingdom Hearts 2 is inferior to Kingdom Hearts 3 and Twilighttown. I mean, again, though, I respect the choice. So number 3, it's got to be original. Maybe Scala or Keyblade Graveyard or World That Never Was or End of the World. There's so many it could be. Pridelands! I'm sorry, but Pridelands just ain't it, Chief. Pridelands just ain't it. Okay, the Pridelands is... No, it's not. Yeah, the lion is cool. The story follows the movie, yeah. Was it one of the biggest? I mean, yes and no. It is one of the biggest, but that's just because it's got the giant field in between everything. Like, it's not even close to as big as, like, the Caribbean. The Caribbean's a sick world. It's not as big as probably the Toy Box, but it is just because of that one middle part. Get rid of that middle part, it's really not a big world. And the middle part's boring AF. The, Hyena area is boring. Pride Rock is cool, but boring. There's not a lot to offer in this world. And this also means we only have at best 3 original worlds on this list, so... Whatever. Pridelands is one of the most memorable... Yeah, I read this already, I forgot. Yeah, no. It's just not... It is memorable, I guess, kinda, because Lion King is a cool movie. But, honestly, they did not do Lion King well, either. For the most... It's basically... At least your first visit is just the movie, and then the second visit is edgy Simba, which is pretty boring. The boss fights are both meh. There's just not much enjoyable. Controlling Lion Simba is not, in my opinion, great. It's not terrible, but it's really just not great. I've never enjoyed using Lion Simba. Like, I'd rather just be Simba. I enjoy swimming in KH3 more than being Lion Simba. So, yeah, I just can't agree with Pridelands being this high up on the list. Okay, 2 more. Please show me an original world. I don't care what it is. Scala, Keyblade Graveyard, Hollow Flippin' Bastion. Whatever it is, just please show me an original world. Please, 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 please. The Land of Dragons. What? I feel like Michael Scott right now when he's like, no! No! God, no! You know that? I'm just screaming oh God. Anyway, yeah, no. The Land of Dragons is not the second best. Okay, let's read what they have to say though first. The world is a reimagining of one of Disney's most famous movies. It is one of the biggest battle settings, which really helps make the world feel more complete. And fight shine you head on. This world is a favorite for many fans. This world, the Land of Dragons, is a favorite for many fans. What fans are you speaking to? Because I'd love to meet them. The Land of Dragons is not a fan favorite. In fact, it's not even really that good of a world. It's an okay world. It's like mid-tier, I'd say, probably. But the fact that it's your number 2, again, you could like Mulan. I'm not hating, but the number 2 best world in all the Kingdom Hearts series, better than, probably at this point, better than World That Never Was, better than Scala, Keyblade Graveyard, like, I can't agree, better than Twilighttown, Hollow Bastion? Hollow Bastion? Hollow Bastion's gotta be number 1, though, I'm assuming. Since, you know, it's Hollow Bastion, so it's gotta be number 1. But, especially if they're including both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, it's like, it's a shoo-in. Yeah, this isn't even the top 10 Kingdom Hearts 2 worlds, probably. Maybe it is, but it's definitely not like top 5. It's not even close to the top 5 Kingdom Hearts 2 worlds. It's definitely inferior to World That Never Was, Twilighttown, Hollow Bastion, probably Halloweentown, probably Olympus Coliseum, Timeless River, you know, so it's definitely not. But it's okay, you know, some people like Mulan, sure. I mean, I don't agree with the this world is a favorite for many fans. You're gonna have to show me your receipts for that, my G. Because from what I know, this world is not a favorite for many fans. Okay, number 1. Listen, Aiden, my boy. Aiden, what's your last name? Wait, real quick. Aiden Carter, my man. Me and you, we haven't always agreed, okay? But I beg of you, please put Hollow Bastion here. Or at least a Kingdom Hearts original world. It's Toy Box. 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 It's flippin' Toy Box! Calm down, Caden. It's okay. It's okay. Toy Box is a good world. Toy Box is a good world. But it's not the best world. I'm sorry. I love Toy Story, but come on. How do you have this ahead of Scala and flippin' you just said Hollow Bastion, Twilighttown, the world that never was? I mean, there's so many great worlds, original KH worlds. But instead you give me Toy Box. How could you do this? How could you do this? Okay, Kane, compose yourself. It's okay. Okay, it's fine. It's gonna be good. It's read it. Read it, Kane. They could defend their point very well. Maybe they'll give you a new perspective on life. Honestly, they might. Like, you can never know. They really could have a really sick point that I don't know, that I, like, haven't considered. So, I mean, it deserves a read. It does. It truly deserves a read from me before I, just, like, hate on it. Okay? Let's read what they have to say. No, not possibly. Don't. They even said possibly, because they know they're tripping, but it's okay. This world takes sword and combat. It does. In this world, Andy's gone missing. Yup. House Toy Barn. Do you go to Al's Toy Barn? Like, isn't it a mall? Because there's like Galaxy Toy. I don't think you go to Al's Toy Barn, my J. I could be wrong, but I don't think you go to Al's Toy Barn. Do use mechs. This world has a great mini game. I mean, it brings back nostalgia, sure. The minigames, sure. But number one, ahead of so many incredible worlds, you chose the toy box. I'm disappointed, Ian. I thought me and you could be friends, Ian. But it's clear we can't. And honestly, that's okay. We don't have to be friends, okay? I'm kidding, obviously. Anyway, I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, it's his opinion. I respect it. I don't agree with most of this, but I respect that he has his own opinions. I mean, no hate to him, the author of this article. This was just a fun little video, I figured, because I found this, and I was like, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, my puffer people, stay puffed.